reporting from both sides of the pond. Here we are in Chicago, in the traffic, in rush hour. Kind of screwed up a little bit. Just delivered. This shipment I have was a multi-drop. I had 2 drops. Vast majority of it went to the last receiver. He wasn't happy with that. This idiot in the Toyota in front of me is just all over the place. It was a full load, and I only have 2 pallets left, which are going to the downtown area of Chicago, which is a pain in the ass to go through all of this just with 2 pallets. It would have been much nicer if I had just had 1 drop on this load, but you can't always get what you want. You can try. That sounds like a good line for a song there. I'll have to write the song. But anyway, so I'm having to come here. You can see downtown Chicago in the background there. Sears Tower. We'll be going quite close to that before we turn off onto 90 Kennedy Expressway. But right now, this is where it is. It's a pain in the butt. Yeah, I should have stayed at the last receiver for an hour or 2, because I don't unload till my next appointment's not until midday, 12 o'clock. And it's only 9 now, and I've only got 11 miles. Look at the idiots. They just make you laugh. You leave a space to brake, and stupid idiot. He goes out and in and out. This lane is moving 1 mile an hour quicker. Gotta be in it. Then he's back again. He'll be back when that's it. They'll look at these lanes, and it's gotta be in that lane. It's 1 mile an hour quicker, and they're back and forward and back and forward and back and forward. And then somebody hits them. It's, why did you hit me? But anyway, that's driving in the big cities for you. Say we've stopped, so everybody wants to be out of this lane. Pick a lane and stick with it. Everybody wants to be out of this lane because it's the slowest moving one right now, but if it starts to pick up, then everybody will want to be back into it. This has been very slow moving. The driving time. Be careful with the traffic these days as well, because you see all around the big cities the shyster lawyers who are advertising, have you been hit by a semi? Well, call the Hammer. There's one in particular called the Hammer. I forget which city it's in. I think it might be St. Louis, I don't know, I can't remember. But they're usually these big jock looking guys who, that's what they make the living out of. What happens is that a lot of trucking companies, even though the accident wasn't the truck driver's fault, the trucking company themselves will just pay out because it's cheaper than going through a costly court case, etc., which is kind of ridiculous. And and the shyster lawyers will play on that. The Hammer, he's got billboards all over the place, and he looks like the guy. I don't know if any of you's ever watched. This one's coming over, whether there's a big gap or not. He's coming over. There you go. He says, "It's not really a gap there because I've got to stop." But he's coming out anyway. He's got a mask on. He's sitting in a car. This silver Toyota. He's on his own in a car with a mask. Yet he'll pull out in front of a £40,000 truck. 80,000. Well, I'm empty, so nearly empty. So I'm not 80,000 right now. But that's hilarious. To drive about in a vehicle on his own with a mask on to protect his life, but drives like that. But anyway, he did have his turn signal on, so we'll give him some credit there. We definitely will. But anyway, so the Hammer guy, he looks just like. I don't know if any of you guys watched Breaking Bad, but in season 1 there's this shyster lawyer who steals Walter White's parking spot outside of a bank, and then goes in. He's really rude. He makes sexual comments about the bank teller, and he's bullshitting about how great he is. And well, anyway, so he steals Walter White's parking space, and then Walter White sees him a few days later, and Walter White swaps the terminals on his battery and sets his car on fire, which is, you know, a bit of karma there. It's the first sign of Walter White being a bad guy. Well, that's the Hammer, and they do chase trucking companies for big payouts because they know quite often they'll pay up rather than go to court. And that affects a driver with his DAC report. A DAC report is like your social security number for drivers, but it doesn't look at finances or debts or credit or anything like that. It looks at your driving record. Have you had any accidents? Your fault or not your fault, they're all on your DAC report. Any moving violations, any non-moving violations. And it really affects your ability to negotiate for future driving jobs, or even actually getting a future driving job. Wow, the traffic's moving a little bit. So, you know, if you apply online for a trucking job, they usually have a drop-down box questionnaire or a multiple choice questionnaire. First question is always how much experience you have. Second question is always, have you had any accidents? There you go. I knew he was going to do that, so I gave him room. Could have blocked him off, but he would have probably tried anyway, and he'd be a bad guy. Seems to have opened up a little bit, the traffic. I turn off in 2.3 miles, picking up I-90 heading south on the Kennedy Expressway. 14 foot 3 inches that bridge, I'm safe. Well, you do have to be careful in Chicago. There's a lot of low bridges. This place was never built with big semis in mind, and it shows everywhere you go. Be very careful about the bridges. Hit a bridge, a low bridge, and in most cases, because of your DAC report, it'll cost you a driving career, or in many cases. Or you have to work for some company that, you know, like Western Express. I shouldn't really say that. I'll take that back. But a lot of the companies who pay poorly and provide really bad equipment, bad trucks, knackered old nasty trucks. But there's the downtown Chicago skyline. Sears Tower quite visible. Is it still called Sears Tower? I believe it is. Could be wrong. Let's try and get over. We'll be getting off shortly, so let's try and get over into the next lane. I can't remember if it's a 2-lane turn off or a 1-lane turn off, but I won't take any chances because I'm going to get over, put my turn signal in, and people try and block me, so let's just get there.
In 1.25 miles, take the exit on the right to I-90 East, then keep right.
I will. construction ahead. There's a surprise. Never have thunk it. So off to the left there you can see the overhead rail system Chicago is famous for. Greektown. Let me have a nice hero. Pull in front of a truck and put your brakes on. Yeehaw! Hopefully the traffic's not going to be as bad on 90. I seem to remember there's construction on 90. Kind of everywhere in Chicago. Oh, Sears Tower, you look so much bigger on TV. Ooh, this is...
Take the exit on the right to
I'm
I-90
taking the exit
East,
on the right.
then keep right.
So what's happening now is there's two lanes here, one's to go right and one's to go left. Now the ones, this one heading east is the more popular one, so it's moving slower. And that's because everybody's running down the other lane to get far down as they can before they put into this lane. And then we have to stop. See the semi here? I won't let him in. He knew fine well where he was going. Semis are the worst because they need so much space and you have to stop, and somebody will let him in, somebody will let him in. Certainly won't be me. Don't mind so much with cars, they don't really slow you down, but the semis, we're professionals, we're better than that. But if you're wearing flip-flops, oh dear. Well, that's what's going on here. If you see, we're hardly moving, and you see most of these cars with their indicators on want to be in this lane, so they're slowing down the people who are in the correct lane, and they're slowing down people in both correct lanes. So people who are actually turning towards Wisconsin are stuck, and people who are going towards Indiana are stuck because of these people who run down the outside and wait for the last minute before they cut in. Somebody let the semi in. I wouldn't have. Oops, I sounded my horn there. That was an accident. So the dotted line means, you know, you can cross the line. The solid line means that you're not supposed to cross it. But that semi was well past the dotted line and well into the solid line before he put on over. So if you look, this dotted line just to our left will turn into a solid. That means you're not supposed to cross it. Of course they do. I mean, they'll wait the last second. You'll watch. You'll watch when we get down here. There'll somebody be squeeze in right next to me. We just did that there, the Tiguan, the silver Tiguan. You've got another one up there. Yeah, he's actually on the chevrons now. This guy's going to fly down and try and put it on
Keep
me.
right to I-90 East, then keep left. Keep left to I-90.
That's not both of them. It's ridiculous doing that. We're on 90 for a short while. Construction. A little bit better now. We're heading out of the city.
Be in the second lane from the right.
I smell a cooking from somewhere. The city. Well, that wasn't very nice. There's a stadium over there. I'm not sure which it is. Chicago Bears, or I don't know. Somebody tell me, what is that stadium? It looks like could be the Chicago Bears stadium. Don't know.
Be in the second lane from the right.
Can't see it, but beautiful view of the downtown from right where I'm now to my left. Obviously, I won't spend much time looking at that because I need to be off here.
In 2¼ miles, take exit 56B on the right toward 47th Street.
Exit 56B.
Lucky, yeah, you about to put my fucking front fenders on. Did I? No. Just shut the fuck up.
Children, children, play nice or I will smack your butties. Chicago White Sox.
In 1 mile, take exit 56B on the right toward 47th Street.
Alright, I'm nearly here now. 1 mile, turn off, and then shortly thereafter I'll be at my location. People on the CB. That's why a lot of people don't have CBs anymore. Because of all of that. 56A and then 56B's me.
Take exit 56B on the right toward 47th Street.
I will. I will indeed.
In 1/4 mile, turn right on West 47th Street. Turn right at the traffic light.
Right at the traffic light. That's what I'll do. It's tighty righty. One hour and 15 minutes to travel 20 miles. Could have been worse. To Lakeshore Beverages, 4300 South Halstead Street. Lakeshore Beverages.
One half mile, turn right on South Halstead Street.
Alright, this bridge here has no, where is it? There's a yellow sign there. Dude, there's a truck, just open your truck and dump your trash and, what is it, 1310, Jesus. So I'm 13.6, so I'm good. Still. See why I hate Chicago. What's this one? This one it doesn't tell you, so I'm assuming it's the same. Fucking hell, man. I hate this place. Halstead Street, just round the corner.
In 1/4 mile, turn right after the Muffler Man.
Jesus Christ almighty, these roads. They're obvious. Turn right on Halstead Street. Is it this traffic light now? I think it might be.
Turn right at the traffic light.
Alrighty.
1/2 mile, arrive at 4300 South Halstead Street, on the left.
It's Lakeshore Beverage. I got a feeling by the time I seen the building, oh look at that, he had to back in from the street. It's one. I think that's the way in. Gate seems open. Yeah, gotta love Google Earth. My concern was when I looked was that these gates were shut, but they're open right now. So we're here. Keep that off the curb there. I tried my best. Ah, shut the door. Okay. You can't come in!
Turn left, then take the first right.
That's a nice big wide open place here, which is nice. Let's figure out where shipping and receiving is. Convenient. Ah, Jesus. That's one or two potholes. Yes, sorry, Bob. Shipping and receiving. So let me just stick next to that.
Turn right, then take the first right. Turn right.
God, something smells good round here. I've got to say that much for Chicago. There's some lovely cooking smells. lovely bit of Bacchanalian. Indeed. We'll be here a while, so. Two skids for you, sir. I'm in no particular hurry right now.